Over 1,000 years ago, in Kievan Rus', Prince Vladimir the Great sought a new faith for his people. The old pagan gods no longer united the land, so Vladimir sent envoys to study the world's religions. They visited Muslims, Jews, and Catholics, but nothing compared to what they saw in Constantinople's Hagia Sophia. The envoys described the Orthodox service as so beautiful, they did not know whether they were in heaven or on earth. Captivated, Vladimir chose Orthodox Christianity in 988. He was baptized, then ordered a mass baptism in the Dnieper River, a public spectacle that marked Kievan Rus' entry into the Christian world. This decision shaped Russian culture for centuries, bringing not just faith, but the Cyrillic alphabet, new art, and architecture. Orthodox Christianity became the heart of Russian identity, weaving itself into daily life and national tradition. The church became the center of learning and community, setting the stage for a unique spiritual journey. From this moment, the fate of the Russian people and the Orthodox Church became inseparable. The story of Russian Orthodoxy had begun. As Mongol invasions weakened Kiev, Moscow rose as the new center of power. The church moved its headquarters to Moscow, cementing the city's spiritual authority. In 1453, Constantinople fell to the Ottomans, shaking the Orthodox world. Russians began to see Moscow as the Third Rome, the last stronghold of true orthodoxy. This idea fueled Moscow's ambition to unite all Russian lands and justified its ruler's power. In 1589, the Russian Church gained independence from Constantinople, and its leader became the Patriarch. The Moscow Patriarchate emerged as a major force in the Orthodox world. This alliance between church and state gave Russia a sense of divine mission and unity. Moscow's rise as the Third Rome shaped Russian identity for generations. The church's influence would only grow from here. In Russia, church and state became deeply intertwined, a partnership called Symphonia. The Tsar was seen as God's chosen ruler, while the church gave him moral authority. This alliance unified the vast empire under orthodoxy and autocracy. But harmony didn't always last. Tsar Peter the Great, seeking to modernize, abolished the Patriarchate in 1721. He replaced it with the Holy Synod, making the church a government department. For 2 centuries, the church lost its independence, operating under state control. This weakened its moral authority and left it vulnerable to future upheaval. The close bond between church and state would face its greatest test in the 20th century. The stage was set for dramatic change. The 1917 Russian Revolution swept away the Tsar and unleashed fierce persecution of the Orthodox Church. The Bolsheviks aimed to eradicate religion, closing churches and imprisoning or executing clergy. By the late 1930s, the church was nearly destroyed, surviving only underground. But in 1941, Nazi invasion forced Stalin to revive the church to rally the nation. Churches reopened and the Patriarchate was restored, but after the war, repression returned, though less brutally. The church endured decades of surveillance and control, yet faith survived in secret, kept alive by millions, especially the babushkas. Orthodox Christianity became a quiet, hidden force waiting for a chance to re-emerge. Despite relentless pressure, the faith endured, shaping private lives and national memory. The church's resilience would prove vital when the Soviet Union finally collapsed. The seeds of revival were sown in the darkest times. Russian Orthodoxy was ready for a new dawn. The fall of the Soviet Union in 1991 sparked a dramatic revival of the Russian Orthodox Church. Thousands of churches and monasteries were rebuilt, and faith returned to public life. The church regained immense influence, forging close ties with the state under Vladimir Putin. It became a powerful force for national identity and traditional values, but this alliance drew criticism. Some worry the church has traded independence for political power, especially after supporting the 2022 invasion of Ukraine. This led to a painful split with the Orthodox Church of Ukraine, deepening divisions in the Orthodox world. Today, the Russian Orthodox Church stands at a crossroads, powerful yet facing new challenges. It must balance ancient tradition with modern realities, and its national mission with global responsibilities. The story that began with a prince's choice by a river continues to shape Russia's destiny. Russian Orthodoxy's journey is far from over.